Hi, everybody. This is Gaynor Melke from Accounting Ignited and Charisma Inc. And this is part two of AI-enabled marketing strategy for accounting firms. And this is kind of a synopsis of the presentation that I've given for Higgins Advisory and CPA Crossing, as well as some of the state societies. And I just thought I would give you an overview here, less of a deep dive because time is limited, and I know that we just want to get to the nuts and bolts. So, one of the things that I had noted in part one of this video series was that we really want to focus on the strategy and then leveraging AI tools to support the strategy as opposed to making AI the strategy, which sometimes happens when you really don't have a solid understanding of what your goals are. And we can use AI tools to develop our goals. And also, as I've got here, leveraging it for content creation, such as blog posts, articles, and social media updates, which a lot of firms are doing already. But we want to make sure that we're actually using AI in the way that it's going to help us as opposed to giving us all kinds of new and exciting ways to kind of dance around actually getting results. So, I've talked a lot about different strategies, but some of the tools that I like to get started with are Microsoft Copilot, which a lot of firms are using already. And then Google Gemini, I like that more for the gems, which are the little workflows that you can utilize. And also you can add more information into Google Docs. But I've not found Google Gemini to be great for content creation. I like Copilot or Claude.ai. And of course, you may watch this in 2 months from now and things will have changed again. However, I do believe that Copilot and things that are baked into solutions that you're already using are going to be a better fit. And why I say that is because then you're not investing time in learning new. These are tools that are going to grow with you and grow with your firm and also create quite a bit of institutional knowledge within them, which also is a great shortcut. So I think that the more that we can utilize some of the same tools, ones that are investing in AI and growing um, their user base as well, uh, the better off we'll be. So, as far as marketing applications go, I would stick with some of the tried and true mainstream ones. I actually prefer Copilot even over ChatGPT just because we're able to utilize it in right in Microsoft as well. One thing that I wanted to touch on here, which I don't always talk about in detail, are AI chatbots, because I think that firms are able to utilize um, chatbots more now so than ever, with putting them on their websites or even using them in social to handle some FAQs, simple customer inquiries, and scheduling consultations. And you can also give some information 24/7. The things that have changed about chatbots is that they're no longer really static. You can actually utilize some of the agentic AI so that it constantly is updating and can even um, answer questions that may not have been in a first data set that you've given it. So HubSpot, Drift, and Intercom all offer AI-powered chatbots. And of course, if you use any type of website um, platform like GoDaddy or Wix or Doodad, you can put all of those chatbots to work that are native to those programs as well. So I do quite a extensive deep dive in some of my courses on video content. I do like Descript for recording and also editing, but I like YouTube and YouTube or TubeBuddy for the actual execution of getting the video up onto a hosting platform that's also great for SEO and AI engine optimization, which is YouTube, and then using TubeBuddy, which is an extension for YouTube that can really help you hone in what type of content to create, keywords, descriptions, and show you the competitive landscape as well. And you can do most of what you need to right on your phone. And again, the reason why I'm bringing this up here is because I believe that video is one of the fundamentals of AI-enabled marketing. So Cast Magic or Opus Clips or other tools that you can use to actually break down your videos into smaller clips so that you can put them on YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikTok, which short, punchy content is a great way to do top of the funnel content, which means to get people engaged with your accounting firm brand, as opposed to mid-funnel, which would be having them actually schedule an appointment or something like that. We want to lead people to your website to do that, and short clips of video are a great way to do that. So remember that AI is not always well suited to tasks that really are better left coming from your own personality. Complex client interactions and content usually require a personal touch, and you've got to keep training your AI in order for it to become more like you. But that's not to say that you can't accomplish something that is certainly very passable as well. So compliance is important. Know the limits of your information in your particular AI tool when it comes to inputting actual financial and sensitive information. I can't stress that enough because there's such a liability aspect. And of course, no client data should ever be imported into external AI tools. And then copyright is another issue. You don't actually own things that you create with AI. So that's a little bit about some of the tools that we use. You can tune in on YouTube further to see digital transformation in the accounting channel with Moving the Needle. That's with John Higgins and I. But before I go, I want to just give you an 8-step framework here. I wanted to just share this at the end so that you can think about all the things that we've talked about in these two videos, kind of as a cohesive whole. So one is to clarify what your strategy is, if it's to get new clients, if it's to market to existing clients, if it's to develop your niche further in a specific area, if it's to cross-sell or if it's to retain clients. Segment your audiences as well within that strategy, and then figure out what your positioning is, what type of problems you're going to serve, and for whom. Then establish what your guidance is for people who are working on your strategy and implementing your marketing plan. So that might be third parties or other staff members. And then you want to make sure that you have boundaries around which data you're leveraging into OpenAI tools. And then you'll want to have a human review for anything that is done with client data, or that is representative of your knowledge or your brand as well. And then as far as the tool stack goes, I would pick probably 1 to 2 content tools and at least one SEO or analytics tool and one amplifying tool like a TubeBuddy or something that can help you disseminate your social content faster or in more channels. and then build some reusable prompts within your AI libraries in the tools that you're using. So format prompts, repurposing of content prompts, service line prompts based on the type of services that you're offering, and then use an AI assisted content engine such as Copilot or Claude so that you can create better content, more nuanced content, and at least get drafts off the top there as well. And then use AI also to personalize client-facing information for your existing clients. There's a wealth of ways that you can do that, from website personalization to segmented emails to client engagement summaries as well, so that you can see where the gaps are in their service. And then automate the repurposing and distribution with some of the tools that we've talked about here too, and make sure that it's consistent. And then instrument measurement and optimization with AI. So defining your KPIs and some of the prompts that you can use in Copilot will help you with that. You can look at what content is performing best, and then you can run small tests as well, and use AI to interpret the results as well. So lastly is training your team and normalizing AI use in the way that's going to benefit your firm from a marketing perspective. So making sure that your team who is helping you with marketing is comfortable using AI and follows your guidance. So you should have a policy around AI usage for marketing, and then treating AI as a standard in your firm as well. So those are kind of a 8-step brief framework that you can use to create further an AI enabled marketing plan for your firm and marketing strategy. So if you need more in-depth guidance, or you'd like to talk about some of the tools that we've mentioned or that are available, we're agnostic. We don't promote any one tool. So you just want to have a chat about your tech stack, whether it's marketing or not, just give us a email. You can use my email, gaynor@charismainc.com, or visit charismainc.com or accountingignited.com and use the contact form there, or you can comment in the comments. So thank you so much. I wish you lots of success with your marketing strategy, whether it's all AI enabled or you're just getting started. This is the way that we're going to remain competitive, communicate more effectively, and get the word out about what we can do to serve our clients, and also probably try some different things that we haven't done before, which can improve the results of marketing for your accounting firm.